Flashpoint performance last time. We got similar maps in the pool here. It's going to be a pretty good series. And we didn't get the opportunity to actually watch Flashpoint. We were doing Masters, I think, when they played. But let's see what the rematch looks like. This should be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Sad we don't see the Mirage coming through earlier on in the video, but as was brought up, there's a high likelihood of the video repeating itself from last time.
One player inside of the pit in Valda. Montu is dead after his single kill, and Zanteres, he wants blood. He goes ahead to take the kill back. Man advantage for Big in the pistol. No commitment necessarily off of the back of this, but we could see the wheels turning. Double smoke grenade for the potential cross. Molotov on site maybe, or held onto for the post plant. It's going to be Issa to find tabseN through the side of that smoke, and the second smoke grenade now enables Zanteres to run across. They have done a good job of hanging on to the man advantage step by step, foot by foot, until now. That Molotov burning back the CTs to give Zanteres his plant.
Safe plant, so they'll have to stay close. But the CT's got the work cut out for him. MBK is going to make the ambitious rotation through the CT spawn. Zanteres stays high in the sky here on Cat, and MBK is going to spot one. Doesn't know about the ramp player, and eventually the three-pointed trident starts to poke. They've got everybody pushing up. Nice shot from Keto. Clean round from Big, and they'll pull out the pistol here on DUST2 for what it's worth. Just DUST2. So we look at some of their recent maps. The second best performing map for OG. And over on the Big Clan side, they are looking at DUST2, 50% win rate for them. And honestly, a lot of losses recently. So they've got one big win over Unicorns of Love at MIBR Masters Season 2. But apart from that, they've lost to OG last time. They lost to NV, which is NV's one win for this half of the year, apparently. And they lost to Mouse Sports. They lost to MIBR. So not a lot of great wins here for Big to look back on here on DUST2.
They find an early kill on Long. A scout still in the hands of NBK, but there's no man who uses this scout better than seerson. That's an argument you can make. Very few of his caliber on the lesser sniper. And there he finds Manchu's head just over the top of the smoke. Tizian's going to be able to brazenly take that fight towards CT. You'd think his rifle would be enough, but Alexi has other ideas. tabseN back now through middle, gonna find them on the retreat, so that's confirmation to Big Clan. OG on the back foot, looking to disengage.
I think we had a kind of an interesting situation with Big Clan for a couple of months there, in between where DreamHack Masters Spring started, and some of the events in between. It felt like the only thing going for Big Clan was the occasional really good seerson performance, and Zanteres constantly doing so much work on the T side, especially on the entries. But outside of that, they were struggling a little bit. Now it looks like seerson is back in like more of a full carry mode. tabseN stats have really dropped off quite heavily, to be honest. But he's also IGLing, so he gets a bit of a pass here. And then Zanteres, his performance has also dipped a little bit as well. Now, I do think seerson is the player who, you know, we're thinking about in the next few years. Are we going to be talking about seerson as a top 3 opera of all time, right? Like he was kind of on that trajectory with how kind of like a poison level opera, where it's like, wow, this guy is truly incredible. What's he going to bring, and how consistent will he be? But without the rest of his lineup showing up quite as much, things will be difficult for him. However, DUST2, lots of space for him to take over the game. And anyways, so far, so good here with the 2-0 start. A lot of USPs grouped up, not looking to pounce on anything quite yet. Sitting and waiting to see what site Big Clan pick.
OG just hanging out inside a spawn. No rush. Look at this party.
Oh my god, it's like the strings of a harp they've got going here. Looking up to the cross.
Damn. Unicorns of Love really romanticizing you, huh?
Unicorns of Love.
The strings of the harp in CT spawn. Well, who picks the strings apart?
What I'd like to know is, what are the protocols if it is an A-site hit? I mean, you're all up in CT with just some USPs. Surely you can't do anything from here.
You can all start blasting through smokes, as it seems they are doing. 5 pistols silently popping off. Tizian. He's going to die out yet again. Tries to go. Oh my god. What is the protocol, you say? Just seemingly get kills all over the place. Taps it. He's in a high-pressured spot. This is the 3rd kill coming in from the USPs. A follow-up dink into Keto, who looks to turn away from the flash. And then it's this long flank. Everything has worked out for OG. There's still time to defuse, but Keto, a pressured position, 7-0 and 7 HP to save a 3rd round from Big. What was that?
Well, it's just a USP. Was there any investment at all?
None.
None at all. My God, that was so close. Look at the kills. They waited specifically for someone to take a peek into CT. The shark jumped out of the tank.
Grew legs and started running.
Yeah. Oh, very lucky to win that round. Is it costly? It was a very expensive round, though. Oh, that was a close shot. Searson waiting for that exact peak. OG luckier than they know.
That is a sketchy round if I have ever seen one.
No kidding. No kidding.
MBK scoped up back on plat.
I wonder what Xantara stands to gain here. Well, now they've got him in a pretty interesting position. Searson down to $150. Tizian, same deal. Big Clan shaking in their boots.
That last round definitely a little nerve-wracking for Big.
Did you happen to see the Man2 4K with the op recently on Mirage?
I haven't.
Oh my God, it was actually unbelievable, the movement from this guy.
Well, this is one of these, you know, I think either Maniac or Pimp, one of our talented analysts, touched on this, right? This is like the new wave of oppers, Searson and Man2.
Yeah.
And this series could be really cool for that reason. We'll have to see as it gets going, but Man2 will hold this line on long.
No, for sure. This guy is the real deal.
Ooh, blind push.
Nice. Actually, Alexi knows how to play around a smoke.
Man2 now posted. Easy pickup versus Keto. NBK gonna peek out alongside Issa. Easy first round here for OG.
I've got a I am very smart nickname for Alexi B.
Let's hear it.
The king of ephemeral cover.
The king of ephemeral cover.
It doesn't really roll off the tongue, but it'd be more like a Game of Thrones thing, like one of those long titles that makes you sound very important. But the idea is Alexi is very good at using smokes to use as like use smokes to stop executes in many different situations.
Yeah.
Or to also use them on the T side to perform lurk plays, and he uses them as pieces of cover as well as traps for other players and all kinds of rounds. Totally separated from the bigger ideas of the rounds. He's very, very good at finding a lot of opportunities with those smokes. The king of ephemeral cover.
If I can suggest, maybe
Give
it's
a more catchy name, maybe?
The emperor of ephemeral cover.
That's a little more catchy. I like that. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. The emperor of ephemeral cover, Alexi B. Huva Hoamenda.
Double AKs between Tabson and Keto. Nice first off shot from Man2. Issa gets overwhelmed. Man2 continues to lock down middle. Now, if he repeaks that, he's got Tabson's AK hot on him. And because Tizian's got his hands onto the M4, things just suddenly become a little interesting. OG, they have offered over an opening. Or rather, it was taken from them. Big Clan looking for that big fight in mid. Molotov from long delays the play. Gets OG's additional 2 players to come through CT spawn, and they're going to challenge this ledge. NBK looking for heads. But Big Clan, they remain crouched and crawl all the way back to Cat. Xanteris, he just saw that shiny forehead. NBK activates off of the ramp. Tabson's going to answer versus Man2, so suddenly it is all on NBK.
No nades.
No nades, but he does have that kit. So 1 tap, and there's the peek. Gets the kill, and a second frag not found as Xanteris takes him down. A 4th round for Big Clan, making the most of those 2 AKs. Especially once they find their hands on that M4 robbed away from mid.
No kidding. Well earned to get back into this round after the opening off shot from Montu. Good trade, of course, but yes, this is an uncomfortable situation for OG to lose a round like this. So they put those AKs to work, and MBK's offered up a chance to win in the 2v1 situation, but you got to give the edge to Xanteris to come up for the refrag that quickly. Of course, he could have waited for the bomb to get defused and then come up after, but who knows? That might have been even worse. Attack timeout called here for OG, and I don't think they'll talk about anything too special when it comes to this round. Maybe just a new. Oh, maybe they were talking about if they're going to buy or not, because it had a few players who had enough money.
Sure.
Instead, it's going to be a hampered investment. They're going to invest just a little bit here.
Mr. Schmidt with a scout.
Is Schmidt a French last name?
Schmidt. I don't know. It's got 2 T's, so it would make sense. Xanteris, the 1 T out from long, picks up a single kill. Loses a teammate over his shoulder. Now shots exchanged through the car. Xanteris finds Valda, robs him of any chance of fighting back.
Yeah, that was one in the head, but Issa's got information here in the B tunnels, plus they're solid on the A site. So we'll see what the fallback plan is here for Big, but Issa could play a huge part in the outcome of the round if he does get the correct information.
And a matter of timing. If these T's go too far up mid, then his Deagle's going to be a tough shot. It was looking like maybe they'd rotate into him, but they're going to get around the cat corner before he really arrives. So Issa, not really any the wiser, other than knowing that they are getting closer to one of the bomb sites. And NBK, so little to work with, but Issa has found a Galil because of NBK's early headshot. And NBK takes another one, but Tabson, op shot, connects, and he swaps over to the Galil. Anticipating some kind of an Xbox play. Issa, he catches Keto with his back turned. We are right into the cat post plant, and this is a very real chance for OG to possibly rob a round back. The walk-up from both of OG's players on long. Now, they're going to expect Issa, but what about Mantu, who's doing good damage? Tabson unable to take anybody down. It's on Xanteris to try and clutch both the CTs over towards the car, straight ahead of him. Making sound. He pops right up, but the labored spray, not good enough, and OG find their second.
Well, it's a scrappy fight here. It's very, very scrappy. These a couple of rounds where they don't invest a lot, going back and forth on both sides, favoring Big Clan slightly, but OG, since they win this one, the last one they recover an op. We'll see what that does to the economy of Big. However, T-side, I think they might be okay situation here. It looked like Tabson, he was feeling himself a little bit too much. He hit that first amazing shot off Cat, or the trade to Goose, and then he thought, okay, the world is my oyster, but he doesn't connect the second. Really goes out wide for it as well. Now look at the buy, the absolute state of the economy here for Big Clan. Only one Galil, man.
Oh, we were only looking at one scout last round. Still managed to work some magic.
That's true.
But CT's very well equipped. All of the utility in the world for Valda to just lay it down as he backs up. Maybe they challenge through this. It's Mantu and Valda. Even with the incendiary extinguished, it's just a little too much.
I think they do want to try to get back some control, but if it's long, they might be in for a surprise. What's this Glock called? The nuclear reactor?
Yes.
Oh, really?
No.
Shit.
Nuclear garden?
Oops. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Tabson, corner peek. 2 T's, line up, and Xanteris all of a sudden gets himself a double kill. Valda, he's going to miss that op shot. He took further damage just now, but still he locks this in, and he's got 2 players popping off at him as NBK is able to maintain on cross, just clearing the board with Valda. But Big Clan definitely giving OG another scare.
See, that's where the extra cat player to come in for the flank might have been really good, but here you can see Montu's really sitting on his position as if he has cat control, and it opens up lines. Nice trades here for Xanteris. Again, weaponizing that one Galil. The fade for me is like, wow, when you're not in the light, it doesn't look great, right? But when you're in the light, my God, glorious.
Man's splurging. And Big Clan hurting economically. 3 Desert Eagles, one of the worst buys we've seen out of these kinds of back and forth force wars. CT's economy stabilizes first. This should be a good way for OG to get onto the board and tied up. Got to get that tie. Valda off the barrels towards top mid. 2 kills with bomb. So this one very much getting cut down with ease. Like a skinny little birch tree.
I like that. Valda was being talked about at Flashpoint by some of the talent. I think Maui Snake, I mean, Thorn brought up that he was the best, looking like the best player at Flashpoint. They lost the final, of course, but still, I think for most of the games leading up to it, I think he was he's been performing very, very well. And I fully expected him to be the primary star of this roster, but I think some of the games, it really depends. Sometimes it's Issa, sometimes it's Alexi, sometimes it's Matt. It's kind of all over the place with OG at times, but what's cool is they all have that potential. Scary part is when it doesn't align all at once. But they play a very unique brand of Counter-Strike. I find them very interesting to watch.
Ooh, risky plays, Tizian. He's going to be caught out by 2 CTs, a solo peek. Maybe a play he wouldn't have otherwise made had it not been for that Molotov. But we've got many members of Big Clan out long. They're going to try to play off Searson's op.
Ooh, I think he spotted. I think they exchanged glances over top of that smoke. But they don't want that smoke. They're going to fall back. It's a bit flawed here, the setup, just because they don't have anything to fall back on. But so far, Big haven't really been exploiting the splits too much. They've been regrouping. Whoa.
Incendiary onto the ramp. That's going to block off Xantares for the time being. He's going to have to go all the way around it. They're very wary of a CT in sight. Not the case whatsoever. Valda finding Keto through the smoke and a frag grenade, but he doesn't even need it. The M4 headshot before the grenade blows him away. And a 4v2 ensues. Valda just going to be comfortably tucked down here, hanging out as Searson cuts a player off. Then Xantares in with the AK, knows where Valda's at, and it's into the 1 versus 1. Issa up from catwalk. He's going to bank that grenade, and perfect on the money.
Money, money, money. Doesn't even have to see his opponents. That really takes the edge off. You throw the nade in, you get the kill, you wrap around. Like, oh, damn, that was easy. Didn't have to risk it on a peek. Xantares his barrel's hot tonight. He's definitely hitting shots, so a little sweat off the brow for Issa. Nice, easy geometry there on the clutch, and my goodness, look at this. He beats his nade to the shot.
Racing himself. Xantares, nice pressure on Valda.
They kind of asked to lose this round, though, the way that OG played it, I would say. From the CT, it was kind of there's a lot of things that could have gone wrong. Again, not having cat control. Big have been 4-winning in a couple of these rounds. They would easily win, I think, versus OG right now. But it doesn't seem like Big know that. Maybe OG know that they're not trying to do that either, so they're not even worrying about having any control. But they're playing a very kind of fluid defense here, floating between the A site, cat, and long. Not hard committing to anything. I can't say I'm a huge fan, but it's working. Here they've got a bit more stability.
Xantares taking back the tunnel responsibility. It's going to keep 2 players closer towards the site, but Issa knows exactly what's coming. Regains vision as Mantu cuts Keto down through smoke. Tizian emerges, and it hurts. Searson's going to have a chance, but a very slim chance, and a complete and utter shutdown across the board to the favor of OG. Very clean 6th round for them, and a buyback for Big Clan. So, will the lead continue to grow here on the CT side?
They won that really important round where they economic game of chicken, then they won the anti-eco, and then the next rifle round got very easy, and now OG are on fire here. So, can Big stop the momentum? That's the story. We're going to see them forego a faster A hit. I think they're sending some pressure out towards long. I don't know if this is to try to sneak somebody out. It looks like instead it's going to be more of a passive, stringent default. Tizian here to catch if anybody crosses to the other side of the door off this smoke. It's a really good spot to leave someone, to be honest. Easy to dodge flashes. It doesn't get pre-fired too often. Oh, wonderful nade. Well, I'm shocked that didn't do more damage, but Searson's still on 62 HP. And MBK kind of actively peeking this a little bit.
Ooh, missed shot. Searson lucky to be alive, really. Mantu's going to catch tabseN. That's all the way deep in T-spawn. Mantu now looking for another. Oh, my. Almost. Almost. Okay. Finds a little damage to the doorway. He doubles back closer towards ramp. Big Clan looking to challenge this, keeping that pressure high. Issa, he gets denied. Keto, very quick headshot, but 11 HP between two of the remaining three for Big. It's not the best situation. Maybe Tizian can somehow bring it back, but he crosses paths with Alexi. Curious to see how this one works out.
Surely no one makes noise, and then this is Alexi in a powerful spot. Tizian gets out mid, but the trade should come in. Keto gets another kill, even though he's such low HP. I can't help but feel like this is still unlikely for Big. Yeah, that's a big round, or a big kill, and then, okay.
Ooh. And now everybody's low.
Yeah, this is a big swing backwards. Sorry, okay.
Everybody's low, and Searson just crossed onto long. Keto, really the savior of the day here in round 11.
Ooh, amazing for having such low health.
Molotov, though. Flashbang as well for Alexi, but he still has the element of surprise. He gets his back turned to Searson, and that will be a fatal error. A 5th round for Big Clan.
They needed to. The refragging's not been too good both ways, honestly. That was a setup here where Keto's low. He gets this incredible trade, even though he takes a lot of damage. Then he gets Mantu off. That one's for free, but 2 players that low on the site, that should be OG winning that round every day. But still, you got to give credit here to Big squeezing water from Stone. I think the economy from OG should still be okay, right? Still got an op purchase in. They lost too many players?
Yeah, no, Searson's already got it. So, he's fine.
No, I mean on OG.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, 2 ops.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, healthy as ever.
Double sniper setup. Massive cash flow.
You ever drink Listerine just for the flavor?
Would you believe me if I told you no?
If I told me no, yeah, I would believe you.
Op shot into NBK. Searson looking for another. He is the reason that NBK is on 47, by the way. That was a tag through the doors.
I think this remedies the situation quite nicely for OG with their floaty play style. They're floatier than Jigglypuff.
Jigglyplops.
Damn it. I've got upper B control here on the CT side. But this is kind of the first time that we're seeing Xanteris all the way back. So it might be a nice trap set up here for Big, because we've seen a lot of 5-player push-outs.
Same run boost. This time he doesn't take damage. You're a big fan of this op peek into the tunnels.
Oh, huge fan of it, actually. Wow, that's a big duel. MBK is definitely looking sharp tonight.
And MBK was already low HP because of Searson, so winning that duel so cleanly is actually very impressive. And an additional kill comes off of Alexi as he spams through smoke. tabseN with somewhat of an answer. The challenges down on this ramp haven't always gone well for the T side, but we also haven't seen tabseN at bat in said position. Issa, he's able to catch himself a kill off of the Opper, and then Mantu peeks from Catwalk to really seal the deal. The double sniper setup, it pays off for OG. They still lead by 2.
I was thinking Big were going to win that round.
Looked like it.
Because they got the 4 long, and then they got this push that they wanted in the tunnels. Like
this.
Xanteris is taking it, from his perspective, it looked more like an off angle. For MBK, he's ready for that, like a big math test. He was studying all night for this peak. It's frustrating because he was jiggling for so long, right? He was squeezing that concentration ball for about 40 seconds. That's when it feels the worst, when you lose.
Sometimes it's more difficult to play next to your teammates because there's nothing around you that you can hit.
Yeah, I mean, tabseN's, don't hit tabseN's a nice guy.
Mantu's able to set up shop early here. Man advantage for OG. Excellent utility damage off of that nade. And Alexi, he's looking to slip up mid. And possibly slide right back out. Bomb hits the dirt. Alexi floating. And there it is. Follow-up kill looks good. Searson, he's got him pinned down into the tunnels. A single USP shot, but NBK saves the day. And Mantu finds another.
Slowly walking away with the half now a little bit. But I don't think Big are out of it quite yet. They know the tactics that are coming their way. The reads are still pretty good. Both teams seem to be having, I would say, both teams a little bit of a slow start here. Not looking incredibly comfortable.
Mantu 14-7 at the moment. That is the star player of this first map, 14 rounds deep.
I asked him once in an interview, I said, Montu like Monterey? And he said no, like he'd never even thought about the idea that it could have been because of Monterey's.
Did that disappoint you?
Surely it's the first thing you think about, right, with Mantu?
Mantu.
Ray. Like, that would be my logo if that was my name.
Instead, you chose a box.
How dare you?
Look at this little stance inside of the tunnels, huh? NBK, you want to dance? Santeras and Tabson on the other side. This could be a lethal tango. Santeras turns off the music. No party for NBK. Man advantage for Big Clan. And, well, no rush. Minute on the clock. Mantu gets a little bit more aggressive, though. He wants to shimmy one off.
Oh!
He hit him, but doesn't get the kill.
Tell me how, in what world that's a wall bang?
In the world that we live in.
Maybe you flicked a bit.
We'll have to run it back because that one seems incredibly close. You're absolutely right. Tabson, he's going to lay that bomb down for the post plant in Cat. We got Valda down in the CT spawn, but because a 15th round is up next and the cash is not amazing, OG, they're going to concede this one. The question will be, do Big take the risk and throw some bodies at the save?
Yeah, that's a good question. In terms of the money, let's see if they can do the quick mass. It might be a really...
It's a risky business.
Yeah, I don't know. They might not have the nades. Tizian's already almost got this. It's, I guess, worth a shot. They're going to see the setup in B, but nobody likes retaking B, not even in a post-plant situation for exit kills.
So, a 6th one for Big Clan's T side. How many in a row? We had 5 straight from OG, interrupted by 1, so...
Topsy-turvy.
Yeah. A minimal flick. A micro adjustment.
Okay, I got it.
Still 2 ops up for OG. Let's see him.
A little wiggle.
It's not a nursery rhyme, Launders. This is serious business. But nobody ever asks, how's the business? Santeras looking for that same headshot, but NBK nowhere to be found. He's going to sit back in his bomb site. He's had enough of the exploratory tunnel expeditions.
It feels like, yeah, I mean, this could be another great round for Big. It's similar to the last round. They just let Tizian wait, right? He's not going to get naded in this spot. And they come through the punish, and this opens up Cat. They just want to flash Montu this time instead of just trying to take the dry duel. And then look, OG don't really have a lot of safe control here on the A site. They go back for long. But Tizian can really take his time with it. Enjoy his food. Oh, they're going to go up for the mid-B split. I mean, you can do no wrong here. There's no mid-presence here from OG as well.
Mantu shouldn't be able to find any kind of an angle, so it's very much the hold on the B site. Nathan's going to deliver. Issa on the plat with the op, and it's a second headshot off of the M4. Now it's Issa's turn to deliver. Mantu, he's going to get that kill on Tizian, but Issa, wrong place at the wrong time. Can't quite find the angle. Bomb plant with almost no time to spare. So absolutely squeezed to the final moments. And let's see it. A 2 versus 2 to close. Mantu, he's going to pick up another op shot. It is all on Searson. He's looking for his 9th and 10 kill to clutch, and there's number 9. How about the double digits? Reposition on the box, sees Mantu's scope. He's trying to bait him out, and Mantu slides through with a 3rd kill on the round, a 9th on the board for OG, and a 3-round lead at the end of the first half.
Bigger than football players.
Here's why they're called Big Clan.
They didn't. He told me that they didn't. Why? Why are you having so much fun production? I don't want to see this Toby eyes. He said Schmidt is German. Actually the same as Smith in the States.
Oh.
So there's 6 Germans in the server, and
hold on.
Oh, okay, pistol round first. Then we'll get the other fun fact.
Googly eyes got you distracted there.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
We'll get you back in line soon enough. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Santeras, he's looking to. Issa, Valda. Nice couple of headshots. They're all that's left over for OG.
This is still a possible round.
For sure.
It's unlikely.
But it's
just
winnable.
Like it's a retake server. They're
Let's
just
see it.
Entering B.
Tizian's low HP as well, so I mean, one Glock shot anywhere on the body and he's done. Look at that. Not even needed. But Valda hits the P250 headshot. Tabson tapping. Issa winning. OG. Take 10.
There's something special about Issa on T sides, and on this map, he's had one of his most historic maps. Surely one of the reasons he got picked up in the first place. So the other thing was Anders messaged me, and then he messaged in the group chat, the official group chat, where we're supposed to talk about serious stuff about Blast Ball Finals. He's like, it has always occurred to me that Mantu is an anagram of autumn, which I think is an astute observation.
Very astute.
I like that. And then immediately after, Connor said, how do you spell autumn?
Keto doing what he does. Headshot off of the MP9 in the lower tunnels. Alexi's looking to take this bomb down long, but Tizian tapping at him. Hey man, this pistol damage is deadly. Look at this commitment around the side of the smoke. A-U-T-U-M-N. Autumn?
Yes.
Got it.
You got it, yeah. Oh, shoot. This is oh my god, the amount of shots. The amount of shots through the smoke. This is just what OG did to them. A taste of their own medicine.
Oh, Valda, he saw the shadow, he saw the head, could do nothing about it.
Wow.
And Big Clan, big upset in this 17th round.
Oh, these long hits are not for free.
Mantu just gets blown away by Santeras. So the force buy works out. They tried to get down long.
You know what? A little bit of OG in that round, right? Gotta give credit to Big Clan. They OG had found some magic sitting in CT spawn, spamming the smokes, doing putting some nade damage through. Big Clan, they learned from the best.
And now OG, what's the move? No force up. Oh, hold on now. Hold on,
They
partner.
came through late with a couple of buys. So they're investing down, but not all to zero.
It was close. Because we did have a little economic back and forth at the beginning of the first 15. And in the end, it was the CTs to first stabilize. It's when they got that 5-round streak, in fact. So we know what can happen when the economy gets topsy-turvy. We'll see if OG can make this costly for their opponents as well. Tizian frag grenade thrown. It's a little bit of damage, but it's that top mid peak from Keto that should suddenly shut things down. We've got 2 runners from OG trying to barrel into the A site, and sure enough, Alexi...
The bomb is separated.
Oh, just go to B.
If only...
Just go to B.
He heard some stuff. Maybe he does walk in. This is weird, though, because you don't really... You avoid, oh man, this is a precarious spot. This is where MBK's brain will have to absolutely burn some calories, right? He's got to figure out where he thinks the CTs are going to go.
Yeah, it's a bomb plant. And Alexi, he's going to slip into the CT spawn. Now, this is weird because either they jump down cat to go B, or they run back around through middle, possibly opening him up to being cut off. But Santeras, now he falls right into the lion's den. And it's NBK.
Let's see what he can do.
He's got 38 health. No utility, no armor, just a deagle and a dream.
He's going to peek once.
And 2 CTs coming over, making a ton of noise.
Watch him just walk out of the window. That'd be so nuts.
Just slipping behind them. Magical moment from NBK. He dies.
Kind of built that up a little bit.
I tried.
No, yeah.
And then Searson came through with the defuse and an 8th round for Big Clan. So a very slippery bomb carrier there.
No, the
And we don't know if maybe it would have been better had he actually gotten to A, but they'll take that bomb plant because it kind of pays them back for the little investment they made.
The possibilities were endless there, definitely. I think, of course, what you're looking for in that 2v1 is just like 1 kill. He was expecting one player to maybe come through after he dodged the flash to get that 1 kill. Then he can make it a 1v1 and play around with that whole inside the window, outside the window ordeal. But he wasn't given that opportunity. So, OG, they've got full kit here on Alexi. And eyes set forward on the B site.
2 flashbangs, 2 smokes to throw over top. We got a player on car. And Zanteres with his gun up. Finds Valda first and foremost. Keto delivers as well. Bomb engulfed in the flames. And OG cut away.
Big lack of commitment. They didn't have the smoke to go on top of the Molotov. And with no armor, they basically just die running through it. Full spread, I think it can get you to 0. Full spread when you have no armor.
I think you're right.
That's actually something where incendiaries and Molotovs have a small difference. Like, incendiaries, I think, burn through armor more quickly than Molotovs, or the other way around. Apart from that, one's just way overpriced.
Tabson, nice accuracy with the A1S.
You ever think that the CT weapons cost more just because there's taxes? Have you ever thought about that? That's a shower thought.
You can be onto something. Yeah, who's taxing the terrorists?
Who's taxing the you know, the beer bottles with cloths in them?
Oh, you could be onto something.
CTs pay taxes.
I would pay the extra price just for the safety of pulling a pin out of a fire grenade,
Sure.
as opposed to having to hold on to a burning bottle of booze.
That's because you're not hardcore.
You got me.
Okay, well, it's a slight uptick here for a big clan. After losing the pistol round, they recover really nicely. And now we've got one hell of a game. Final 10 rounds to go. I'm expecting all 30 here. Minimum expectation.
Nice little A clash. Nobody extending too much. Tizian thinks he could get away with just a few Galil shots through smoke. And look what that cost him. Everything. The round can certainly still be recovered, and that is a deep CT smoke over the rooftops to land inside the doorway.
I think they're trying to threaten that they might come to try to retake it, or just call them out if OG had completely evacuated. But neither of those options are going to scare OG at this point. They're starting to come through, though.
Yeah, what about a well-timed flash? Just like that, lines him up, knocks down 2, and another couple players up close. He's even able to get away. Frag grenade on the edge. Searson, well, he's dead. Alexi finds the headshot, and we are right back to the 2 versus 2. That could have been everything from Zanteres, and it was still an excellent play to make. But who's going to close this for big? Keto's inside of the smoke, another flash pop. It's another trade frag, and another 1v1 with both players low. Zanteres, he's the reason they got this close, but he burns.
Oh, he was so low. Wow, the incendiary just explodes and kills him. That's crazy. He didn't. Surely, Alexi didn't think he'd win the round that way. That's pretty nuts. It comes down to these fine margins. The regression on the long hit. First of all, just want to say, amazing spray control from Zanteres to control for the second kill. At first, it's a bit off, and then he really shows us his skills with that one. That's pretty sick. But, you know, OG not playing anti-flash in that spot to try to stop the long re-aggression, I think that's surprising. It's the one threat they had to worry about was the retake towards long. But Big did find a kind of in-between timing. I didn't expect. I don't think I would have expected them to actually try and go for it. And it seemed like OG were just about to set up for taking it, so no one's thinking about anti-flash anymore. Maybe that's what they were trying to go for. Wow, it's a fantastic grenade here. 99 damage.
Ooh. Tizian, little fadeaway headshot, not too bad. Trying to find more for his efforts. Searson's coming in to help around that long corner. And he will find Alexi. But Valda right through the smoke, takes his head clean off, pushes us into the 3 versus 3. But there is, of course, substantial damage on 2 members of OG.
That was disgusting. He used the nade trajectory as like a tracer to figure out where that kill was. Can we actually see if he could kind of see where the nade was coming from to track that shot?
You're asking for Valda's POV in smoke?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
I love Blast. I know they're going to come through with it. We're going to get 6 angles on it. It's going to be wonderful.
Wow, they've already confirmed they've got it.
We've got the...
It's literally that fast.
Wow. Okay.
It's like...
I want the
It's like casting in the Matrix.
Okay. Now we've got one spotted on site. CTs are split up with...
Another.
Oh, wonderful grenades this round from Big. Gotta hand it to him.
They fall Tabson back onto Cat. There's a chance Mantu can pull off a stunning op shot, but ooh-wee.
That riflemanship work.
Close. Close. Nice try. Op back up from Mantu. He's going to drop the shot. 3 kills for Tabson in the 3 versus 3, making that M4A1S look clean. But here's that replay.
First of all, we got the sky view. This is Tizian jumping up into the smoke, getting called out completely. I was actually wondering how well that would work. And then when we see, now we go to Valda's perspective. Oh, this is a neat replay. Let's see if he...
Nope.
Oh, he doesn't see the nade. Okay.
Just finds the headshot on the fallback.
He's just, as a Swedish man would say, sheathing.
Making it look oh so easy. 2 Desert Eagles for OG.
But he actually has the audible pin being pulled on the nade.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little awkward.
What on earth?
Tizian, and then also Tabson caught off by the pistol headshot. Searson trying to track players as they come around the elbow. And then it is a key kill to shut down Valda because he had that M4. He could have been the death dealer in this 3v3 moment. Hell, OG, they've done enough to already be happy with the result of the round. Bomb plant 2 kills. However, being given this type of a chance versus Big Clan, still hanging on to the 2 Deagles. Only a couple of headshots separate them from this 12th round win. And that frag grenade's good at softening up Mantu. Alexi, he's going to deliver another one off of the Deagle. 2 CTs have pushed up elbow. They are on close proximity. Mantu inside of the site goes down with nothing, and Issa just can't hit his shot. There is time to defuse for Big. We are all tied at 11.
Well handled. That got extremely out of hand very quickly. I think Valda makes the overextension peeking into CT. Hindsight's, of course, 2020, but, you know, decent awareness from the op and CT spawn to fall back. Could say they got lucky to have found this, and Tizian, no head armor. Means he was primed for the killing, and yeah, a couple of shots missed at the end. Again, very fine margins on a lot of these rounds. It's quite a scrappy game here in both halves. Oh, you don't have to be too hard on yourself, Issa. Just a pistol. Of course, could be an important round. 2 of the last 8. 7. Big Clan have won, or OG have won.
Grenade does nothing. Bomb waits top mid. Of course, we've got 2 CTs with ops, both of them on their side of the double doors. So the closer OG get to them, the more dangerous this feels, but it's Mantu. Looking to drop these players like leaves in autumn.
That's relevant.
Fully blind Searson, but he doesn't shoot. Hinge smoke. NBK gonna get across as that frag grenade is thrown. Considering how long that scope was on him, or that angle, kind of gets away with it. Tizian, single kill. Issa, good trade. And it's long that's compromised. NBK catching Tabson on Cat. That is a big pickup because now suddenly it is all on Searson. He uses the Molotov, comes back in, hits the collateral shot, but doesn't take down either of those players. And a flashbang to enable his retreat. Now 2 snipers focused on this cross, but there is not a second smoke to ensure safety on the cross. What do?
They can throw the bomb across, so they have MBK up on the site. They could do that as well. Bomb is still gets carried over, so that's something.
Cap push, that's a big pickup.
Oh, Jesus. They didn't even have the bomb come over. Low on Valda here. Montu in the 2v3.
We saw him get blasted through the car's windows. Now he hides behind it. CT is going to go with 1 on long. Keto on the op. And he's just posted up, anticipating a peek. Meanwhile, we've got Searson coming in from CT. Keto, he hits his op shot. 3 ops on the play. And it's the 2 from Big Clan that sing.
Wow. Well, it's a good retake here from Big Clan. A couple of mistakes. I feel like, I guess it does make sense to have the closer smoke towards long be the only one you throw if you're gonna try, because then you can get it halfway. But the weird part is Issa doesn't have the bomb. So they don't also try to cross with Issa, so they don't use the fact that they're letting him die And they also could have just got halfway and thrown the bomb and had MBK pick it up on the other side. So I feel like they picked the worst of 3 different worlds. That's my opinion.
I see your logic. I don't see theirs.
So it's kind of quite a difficult point to make a decision, but they kind of knew. I mean, they should have known how much utility they had coming into the long hit, right, at that point.
Sure.
It's not like they had to use extra.
Ooh, they try to push past. Quick little burst. Ooh, Keto. So much damage out of the 2 bullets he's fired already. 2 dead and Issa low. Easy pickup for Zanteres on that one. And now it's just a matter of making sure they don't lose this round. The B-bomb site belongs to OG for now. Smoke grenades exchanged. There's actually a CT smoke on the opposite sides of this door, so it does kind of open up a little bit of a push if somebody from Big looks to slip through. OG with 2 on site, right inside of the windowsill. Valda, at a moment's notice, could go swinging into mid. And who's holding him? Looks like Keto is back at the base of the doors, and Mantu, he's just focusing over on tunnels. But it's Tabson and Tizian. The big peaks from tunnels to give Big Clan their 13th round. OG, they got their bomb plant, they got their openings, but it's the op of Keto that made it so costly straight out of the gates.
It wouldn't change too much. You know, everything's working really well here. So even if the bomb's going down, you're pulling off these retakes, you got to be feeling pretty good about yourself.
Already very close to mid. Frag grenade? Nah. Not too bad. Tis but a flesh wound.
They have their pick of the litter when it comes to this round in terms of sites they could hit. They've got cat open. Mid is not necessarily a bad place to go.
Flash for the peak.
And they will see somebody.
Ooh,
oh, goodness. What a great spray down by Tabson.
And a third one.
Yeah, they're now turning it up. The shots are being hit. Crossfire's there. Domination here from Big Clan.
And then Tizian's going to come in from behind to really ice this out. But Mantu, he was already through those mid doors. Now the question is, where did Issa get off to?
OG looking a bit off their game. Very, very strong performance so far from Big Clan in the second half.
Yeah, this is only 2 T rounds of 10.
Yeah, of 10. Say it louder for the people in the back. Big Clan. The rounds are getting easier too. That's the real scary part here.
Yeah, really finding their groove on the defense. Will Issa rack up any cost? If he doesn't die in the next 5 seconds, I mean, he already has $0, but that's where he will be staying.
Oh, God.
Ooh. Now they know exactly where he is. And he dies after time. Issa, $300.
Probably shouldn't have chose to try to take a fight there. And maybe not ran after the fact. This is some amazing spray control, though, from Tabson.
Nice headshot as
credit
MBK
where credit is due.
Whoa.
Well, then. Big Clan on fire. No buy here for OG. I'm sure Issa's $300 has had some kind of influence on, you know, what the state of the economy is like. I mean, especially in this next round, right? When they want to buy, he's still not going to be in a great spot. Not terrible with the full loss, but not in a great spot.
And when we look back at the first half, half of the rounds for Big Clan's T side come by way of winning the pistol and converting for the 3-0 start. If OG had been able to do that exact same thing, unlike what they did, which was lose out to the force buy in the 17th round, then they also would still be in a fighting chance. And they have a chance, but there's no real reason to believe because it's been nothing but CT success ever since. 1 round sprinkled in since that second pistol win. That is all OG have going for them, and in this round, where they had so little to work with, it all unfolds as you would expect. Tabson dunks it on Mantu, and Valda, fighting tooth and nail with this picked up M4, has no armor and now no utility either. A 15th round for Big Clan looking incredibly likely. If he exits back out towards his spawn, there is already Keto in position with one of the 2 ops still standing.
A lot has gone wrong so far here for OG. And what better team to punish that than Big Clan? Very strong DUST2 from them, of course. I think I was looking at some of the recent maps and not seeing too much impressive stuff in terms of the recent stats on DUST2, which was quite surprising. Again, 2-map loss streak, 1 of 5 wins on DUST2, so this would be one of their bigger games that they've actually pulled out a win. So that's, yeah, this was a prime time really for OG to steal away a map in the series. But there's still hope. There's still hope if OG played better than they have to get to OT, because they've definitely made a lot of mistakes so far. There's a pretty insane shot. MBK stopping on a dime, taking out Keto in what could be the last round of the game. Not going to write Big off by any means. Their retakes have been pretty beastly. I think OG will have to get another hook into this round to really guarantee it. Here's the upper tunnels push. It looked like it was coming.
Sure enough, it is. That op clearing out all the angles. Issa's going to get traded. Still a man advantage, but they're walking into tabseN, and he has been very crisp until now. Drops his initial shots and loses his head to NBK. This is looking good for OG. Also, outside of that pistol round win for OG, their only other round on this T side was by way of 1vx. Without that clutch factor.
Where was that?
It was the 20th round. 5 deep.
And they almost won that full USP round as well.
Yeah, and if we turn it back to the first 15, 3 of their rounds on the CT side also 1vx wins.
But you know what? I think Big Clan, I would say they're the better team in this half. I think they should win this game right now from what we're seeing. I think OG could change that narrative a little bit here with these rounds. This is a good one. Nice and simple. I mean, they technically have an op and lower waiting for that specific push, but MBK hits a great shot, so we'll see. 3 rounds to go to bring it to OT, and here's MBK. Seems very aware of the potential for it, so credit to him for that. And turns it into 2. Nice shot on tabseN, who, as you mentioned, he's been very crispy from that A ramp.
Yeah, it's him, Xanteras, and Keto at the top of the scoreboard for Big. 25, 22, and 23 kills.
Crispier than dried seaweed, Connor.
Oh, that sounds horrendous.
You don't like that?
Nope.
Oh, we're going to get you to try it.
Nope.
It's really delicious. Salty goodness.
Nope.
Okay. Nope. Yep, you are. All right.
Boost it?
Pearson. Oof. He sees something, but...
Nade could still be good. Yeah, on the money. And a follow-up as well.
They don't need that.
Alexi, he had just gotten out of the position. Valda's like, I'll take it. Only to be met by 30 damage off of the frag.
We get a utility damage quick. Utility damage check quick.
I got you. Tons of utility damage here for Big Clan. 490 on tabseN alone, and every other player above 100.
My goodness. Yeah, they're putting in work from
Look at that graph.
It's made the rounds a lot easier here for Big Clan, that's for sure. tabseN, the brain of the team.
Looks like wealth distribution.
Unfortunately, but true.
Too real? Cat play will be met by 2 players on the CT cross, Tizian and Searson. And then, of course, we've got this long fight potentially to unfold. Check out tabseN. He's going to get aggressive here.
Oh, this is the play of the hour.
Yep.
Issa has been getting caught off a little bit.
And if Issa's eyes are waiting on mid, then he can't really look away for Xbox. Not when they go for this. This is going to prime tabseN perfectly. He gets heard and turned on. Issa. A smacking headshot, but Tizian, element of surprise back by Goose. This could be it. They've got the man advantage. The 2 ops still up, and Searson goes unspotted by Issa. Alexi able to get 1 foot onto the bomb site, and that 1 foot's all he needs. Another frag grenade on the money. He is down to 12 health. Man to 100. At a 2 versus 3 for OG in the post plant to try and keep map 1 going. We have seen substantial utility damage. And Alexi, he's just going to keep this one crawling forward. A single flashbang left for the CTs. Mantu, he finds the angle with that op, but Alexi dies out right thereafter. And Mantu, he's just looking to play this post plant. And he sat back, eats the flash, both players with a kit. They're going to get on top of this. It's being covered by Keto, and that is the recipe for success. That is the 16th round for Big.
Full credit. I love that it ends.